¿Qué pasa, amigos? How are you guys doing? I don't have the coronavirus, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I don't. I don't have the fever. But I just haven't been feeling well. I don't know if it's because I'm picking up the energy on the earth, but I'm doing the two-step, you know what, Tennessee, whatever they call it. So I have to stay near a bathroom. I miss my friend Mark's birthday dinner, fancy schmancy. The food looks absolutely delicious. Couldn't drive that far. So I missed some other appointments. I was all messed up. Anyway, there's nothing I can do. There's some people aren't talking to me because I literally wasn't feeling that great and totally forgot to look at my main calendar, and it was some sort of lunch thing. But, you know, I'm really sorry, but what are you going to do? It's just that type of year right now, isn't it? It's all messed up. So, okay. We have some things to talk about. Nancy Pelosi is working very hard and with Munchkin and about something to help everybody with this shutdown. My Portuguese Hall event with Kirsten and Tana was canceled. Not because of us, but because the Portuguese Hall couldn't keep it wiped down the way, I don't know, you know, we're in California, we're on emergency basis. So that got shut down last night. I worked on returning everybody's money and giving everybody the heads up. People were so disappointed. We'll try to figure out something next year, but let's give this time to settle. I'm definitely feeling by the end of April, things are going to get a little better. Okay? My grandson's Little League football got shut down till April. So, and listen, I've gotten probably 500 requests for the free, you know, when I talk to the dead. So Sunday, my son is going to help me, and I'm going to sit down and do a large, not 500, you know, but you guys, I've gotten so many requests. And more people in the basket, so it's crazy. It's crazy, and I'm almost at 30,000 subscribers. Back when I started this, you couldn't have paid me. I thought I'd be lucky to have 50. And so it's like, whoa. And a lot of people are asking if I can do a video with Jen Lin, and some people don't remember, or they must not be with me as long as I've been on. But I definitely did a video with Jen Lin. Be happy to do it again. I heard from a couple of people, and I'll contact them. I just haven't been up to snuff, so I will get to it, you guys. But Jen Lin is going to be at our Sedona event. We're looking so forward to that. I don't see that getting canceled. Okay. But, you know, I've already paid the place. I mean, they don't want to give that kind of money back. So, anyway, so we'll check it out. Okay. Now, let's take a look at Nancy Pelosi. Nancy and Munchkin. Will they actually come up with something? Because President Trump today was tweeting, you know, he loves to tweet all day, that a payroll tax, which is fine if people can work. What if you can't get a paycheck? You know, what if the place basically says we can't use you and you got to use your own time and you don't have enough time on the books? What's a paycheck going to do? I mean, I like it. Maybe you can include that with some unemployment, with they're looking at it now. So let's see if that helps. The stock market went up today and it's dropping again. And you can tell when it's a fake up, because last night they were saying that President and somebody else was going to drop some more money in it. So it started off high and it's slowly going down again. They said he's going catatonic. Like he's so upset, like yesterday with the drop. But it's all about how he looks. He's not looking at the big picture, you know. He's not understanding that we're in a crisis, and it doesn't help when you lie like it's no big deal, it's just going to disappear, and the scientists say this, but I don't agree, I say this, you know. It's like, what? It's very sad. It's very sad. Tell me what I can tell everybody about this new deal with Munchkin and Nancy. Is it going to work out? Tell me what I can tell everybody. Tell me what I can tell everybody. I do see Trump's not happy. That I see. Now, he's not going to work with Nancy because he's pissed off at her and he's afraid of her. So he threw Munchkin in there. And Munchkin feels like he wants to work. Here's Nancy. There are going to be some arguments or some fights here. It's not like, oh yeah, everything works out, we're good. They're trying to marriage, they're trying to talk to each other, and Trump is pulling something. He's going to do something because it's all about him. I don't know if Munchkin can talk him into it. Munchkin actually feels reasonable. But I'm feeling like Trump is going to do one other thing that's going to show his ass. And then everybody's like furious. I'm telling you, you guys, if we would have voting today, he would lose. Okay? You know what's happening right now with how many people are coming out to vote? Oh my God. Remember my vision. First of all, the dream is that he was in a glass coffin. Second, which I think is his ending before the world. But the second is that he's on the stage and people are throwing tomatoes at him. I think him leaving in humility, like if the masses, you want to come up to another voting. You don't want him to leave early. I know that sounds crazy. Only because of this. Because if the masses come out and say, we don't want you, then it's you know, what's he going to say? Well, of course he'll say it's a fraud and it's a fake. He's going to say that anyway, unless he wins. But the numbers need to come out. And that's what I'm feeling. Yeah. And then Senate's going to get taken over by the Dems. It's going to be bloody, you guys. It's going to be bloody. But as we get closer, we'll look. Okay, so the outcome is the Ace of Swords. So this is strife. This is my card for Trump. And the outcome, he's sitting on his throne thinking he's all that in a cup of tea. But the outcome is the Ace of Swords, which means he may try to do something that throws a wrench in it, and it's going to react. People are going to be upset. So I'm almost feeling Nancy Pelosi will take whatever she can get from him, because that's how desperate we are. So no time for partition. She's not going to say, well, F you too. I feel like she'll, you know, because I can see Mnuchin talking to him, talking to Trump. Oh, Trump is just furious. I can feel his energy. He's furious. And he's afraid. He got exposed, you guys. He got exposed. So, yeah, And guess who else got exposed? Barr and Ivanka. And remember those cards on Barr? I've always seen bad news with Barr. Wouldn't that be something if his was like really bad? Trump, I'm not feeling it. I don't feel, let's take a look. Somebody said that he would, you know, get it. So let's see. Will Donald Trump get this virus? Yes or no? But by the end of April, I see good news about this. So it's like it's going to look bad first week of April, and then all of a sudden, boom. And remember, we're going to come up with something for it. And your younger people, I'm reading all kinds of articles. You know, they get a fever. One gal, they wouldn't test her. Now they've tested her and said she did have it. But, you know, she went home. She took her over-the-counter stuff. She had a good-sized fever for 2 days. And then she was over it. So and they say if you got the flu vaccine, some people that get the flu vaccine don't get hit as hard. So I always get it. The pneumonia, I got that too. So tell me about, I think Trump gets all the vaccines too. You don't want him getting sick. He's already sick. No, I don't see him. I mean, he feels, you know, I know his health isn't that great, but there's no falling down because of this. He's more fighting everybody else's energy. He's actually got a little bit of good luck when it comes to this, as far as not getting sick. Okay, now, but he does look bad, right? He looks really bad. That's self-induced. That's from worry. He's not sleeping well. He's angry. And it's a weird feeling, huh? Because, you know, everything's shutting down. I have an Eagles concert to go to in April. I bet that gets canceled. But everything's going down. The economy's going down. That's where he really is upset, because he can't go out there like king for a day. And the other thing is, he said he already sold 100,000 tickets for his event. I think it's in Colorado. Anyway, somebody on Twitter said that's impossible because it hasn't even come up yet. Like, it wasn't posted. Nobody has signed up for that because it wasn't posted. Do you see? It's just so hard having somebody in there that... You remember that kid you knew when you were young that lied about what time of day it was? That's him. It's just that, oh, don't pay attention to him. He's just going to lie to you anyway. So, okay. So, we looked at Nancy. I see them coming up a deal, but not as good as they'd like, only because Trump is right stabbed at. Yeah, the payroll tax thing would work if people can go to work. But, you know, while people are off work is what we're worried about. So I don't know where he's going to throw a wrench in this, but it doesn't feel, you know, good. Okay, so I want to look at Justice Roberts because one of the senators made a comment about how he was exposed to the virus and how he wanted to expose Ruth Bader Ginsburg and thought it was funny. And, you know, Roberts told Schumer off because he said something about two of the, but notice it's dead quiet about this guy wanting to, and Trump said impeach the Ruth Bader Ginsburg and the other one. So he's going to make a comment about those two, but he's got nothing to say. He's looking bipartisan. I mean, not bipartisan. He's looking, he's not supposed to take sides. But I see him voting for something for us. Maybe this is even the thing, because he doesn't want to look like he's favoring. But I think he's going to release his taxes. He's going to vote to release the taxes. Because people are writing things about him, how shocked they are about how he's acting, how the Supreme Court has gone so far right. And trust me, Robert sees the writing on the wall. If they're not careful and act too crazy, they're going to, they're all going to get voted out. It's going to change so far left, you know. So anyway, let's see what it has to say. Okay, so Justice Roberts. Ooh. So they've cut the Supreme Court down so nobody can be around. He'll make a decision that everybody's like, yes. And then he's really going to get hell for it. Then he's really going to get hell for it. And he's not well either. He needs more rest. That's interesting. He's got, I think that there's so much crap going on, he might even step down, or he's not feeling well and he decides to step down. Might be when the new administration comes in. But he makes a decision that's, I think he's going to make a decision against Trump, and all the cray-crays are going to come out. That's just how it is. Oh, God, on Twitter, there was these Jesus Bible thumpers. Oh, you know, the fake news. The virus is all a fraud, a Democrat fraud. Yeah, tell all the dead people in Italy. So anyway, the good news with the virus is that the young folks, you know, are surviving. It's when you're older that you have to look out. These rest homes have to be very careful. Okay, now, where else do you want me to go? What else do you want me to tell people? So they're showing me the end of April, like a drop. So it could be, we could come up with a vaccine. I don't know. They say it's going to take longer. I can only tell you that it feels, now I know about what Sylvia Brown said. I've got about 100 people have sent me the copy of it. Did you see this? Yes. And it was pretty cool. But she actually said the year 2000. And she said it disappears as fast as it comes in and then it comes back. But I think we're going to have a vaccine before that. I could be wrong, but I do. So we'll see. What can you tell me about the economic future? Now, we started off over 1,000 and it's dropping because, and I'll tell you why we started. It was at down below 700 in the futures last night. It's because Trump, they're talking about it. Trump pushed in and the Feds pushed in several $1 billion again. And at first it looks good, right? And then it's just trickling down. So let's see. Tell me about our economic. Some gal wrote on YouTube that you're not very good or something, you know. The signs was when they did this and that, and I knew, and I did this, and I got out of the stock market. I was like, you know, I'm not reading the signs. I'm going by what I'm hearing from the other side, number one. And I predicted the 2008 drop way before it happened, and I had clients, and I told them, get out of the stock market. And I'm not a stock person. I have no idea what I was talking about. So this feels kind of shocking. What can you tell me about our future financials? And you know, the Dow Jones is not, it was overpriced. That's what I'm going to tell you. It was fake news. So I feel a readjust and then it's going to be okay. Just like I told you guys, it's going to be okay. So let's take a look, see though. Yeah, so right now we're in shock. We're like, whoa. People are losing money left and right. The angel of light and mercy is standing above it, which means be patient. And the basis of it is the sun. So maybe even by August, we're looking good. So we're struggling to get, oh, the new president comes in. We're going to survive this, you guys. This is not going to be Armageddon. We were making a little too fat because it was a fake stock market. He was throwing money in it, trying to make himself look good. We have debt beyond debt. And I see us really with this new administration. He's not going to win as president. I can guarantee it. But with this new administration, we're going to shore it up. I see people making more money, which also helps the economy. What else do you see? I see more vocational type industry where they're going to actually give free education to people to learn to do certain things that are more you know, like auto mechanics, you know, RT techs, OR techs, that kind of thing, where you don't have to have a 2-year college. You can do a little less than that. They're showing me certificates. So, and people are going to make decent money. People are going to be able to afford to take care of their families. Thank God these beautiful children are going to be okay. It just feels like the children are going to be fine. So it looks good, you guys. And say prayers for Italy. There's just horrible stories. And it's the older 86, some guy on Twitter, his father died and he couldn't see him or touch him. And now the mother's sick and the people in uniform with the mask buried him. But you know, if they leave their bodies, they're not there. So it's just the body, but it's still sad. You don't want that sort of heartache. Okay, you guys. So, again, I'm going to sit down and work on reading folks, you know. Again, I have so many. I don't think I can get through it all. And a lot of you wanted to be in the basket. That's easy to do. I type it in and cut out the paper and put it in. But I can only do so much. Whoa. Okay, you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for your help. I think we kind of covered. I do see the virus. It's going to go spike again, and then it's going to come down. And I think by the end of April, we're looking at it's under control, or it's not as bad, or they come up with something to help it. Trump will actually have an ability to say, see what I tell you, because he's going to try to take credit for it. Okay. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.